Police Story opens with the Royal Hong Kong Police Force executing an undercover sting against a major drug lord. The operation is a failure, their cover is blown, and it results in a massive shootout and the destruction of the shantytown. But Chan is able to single-handedly arrest their target, and in result, he is now being presented as a model police officer. But now, he's being tasked with protecting the drug lord's secretary, who is now a key witness in the upcoming trial. Chan, who is now a bit smug and lax for the job, underestimates the very real danger that she's in, along with the possibility that he could himself have a target painted on his back. Police Story is a 1985 action comedy from Hong Kong, and it was written, directed, and stars Jackie Chan. You might have heard of him before. He's a superstar. He's one of the most celebrated action stars of all time, most notably because of his incredible martial arts skills, his slapstick acrobatic talents, and just generally his dedication and innovation when it comes to bringing awe-inspired stunts to the big screen. Jackie Chan has been starring in films since the 60s, but he started really breaking out in the late 70s. So what exactly makes Police Story so special? It's a mid-career movie in the middle of his massive filmography. Well, I'll give you a hint. It's because it's really, really good. Police Story had an overwhelmingly positive reception at its release. At the Hong Kong Film Awards, it won Best Picture and Best Action Choreography, and it was nominated for Best Director, Actor, Actress, Cinematography, and Editing. And it deserved every single one. With this movie, Jackie Chan did the impossible. He managed to make a perfect action movie and a perfect comedy, all revolving around meticulous stunt work. When you aren't dumbstruck by the insanely dangerous stunts, you'll be laughing, or at least amused, by the ridiculous comic performances. There are massive set pieces here, and you'll be wowed with what they accomplish with every single one. But this movie doesn't keep you waiting around between the good parts. It's those smaller moments between the big action scenes that really solidify this as a great movie. Because it's not certain moments that are good, it's every moment. Sure, you'll be exhilarated by the bus stunt where he's hanging on for his dear life while mobsters are trying to kill him. But when he's making an ass of himself to his girlfriend, and he gets cake thrown in his face, and then when he tries to explain himself, she tries to drive away and he accidentally yanks his girlfriend onto the ground, that stuff is just as good. His girlfriend is the punching bag of the series, and her scenes are great. With perfect comedic timing and scenarios that keep escalating, it's really impressive and it's just a good time. For every single bad guy that's being thrown through a pane of glass, there's a physical gag or a funny line that just delivers. And there's a lot of guys that are getting thrown through glass. Seriously. The crew started calling this movie Glass Story because of how much glass they shatter. Every time I see glass, I know what Jackie Chan is thinking. Fuck glass. He's breaking it. And I know I'm jumping back and forth here, but I can't stress this enough. Nearly every single scene that doesn't have people getting punched, it's something just as stimulating. Like when he's working the telephones at the police station, and he's getting overwhelmed by countless phone calls, and he's mixing them up, and it's just like Buster Keaton or Charlie Chaplin. This guy can do physical comedy like nobody's business. One of those reasons is because Jackie Chan really knows how to utilize a good set piece. One of his signature styles is that he uses the space around him. He uses everyday objects as tools for some wacky stunt. And he's a perfectionist. But all while being goofy and sloppy, doing painstaking rehearsals and shooting the same shot again and again until he just nails it. Police Story isn't just one of the best Jackie Chan movies ever made. It's also one of the most essential action movies of all time. Just like with the glass in the movie, Police Story shatters expectations with what you can do in an action comedy. And honestly, I can't name any movies that are on the same level, that can deliver as much awe or as many smiles as this one can. It's the ultimate feel-good, badass cop movie, and even though so much of it is lighthearted and humorous, it can also be pretty serious and thrilling and nerve-wracking. There's this perfect balance with Police Story that just can't be replicated. Not by its scale, by its real-life danger, or its charm, and it's all owed to Jackie Chan. And of course his incredible production and stunt team. Jackie Chan is a skilled performer and artist, both in front of and behind the camera. And if you haven't seen much of his work yet, you really do owe it to yourself to experience Police Story. It really just doesn't get better than this.